Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. One more video about the finer points of mount escapes, and it's just another little nugget to put in to your mount escapes. As always, you need the fundamental escapes. You need to be well versed in that before you can add some finer points. These finer points really come in handy when you start applying the basics and you got people on top with darker belts really started countering what you need to do. So this is just one defense to one of their counters. I hope you like. As you saw, guys, in that little demo, there's not much to the move. However, it's worth a lot when you don't know that move and people go to S mount when you go to bridge and roll or elbow knee escape. So a little way to how to avoid that and secure the escape is how I'm going to break it down. I hope you like. When you go to bridge and roll, sometimes they feel that and they counter your bridge and roll with an S mount repositioning. I go to bridge and roll, and now they're attacking now from S mount. The same S mount counter reposition can be done if I go to elbow knee escape. I go to bridge and roll to elbow knee escape, and they go to S mount. When the person has countered your escapes once or twice already with S mount repositioning, you already can pre-plan this by you still trap the leg. This leg trap now is not so much. This leg trap gets replaced with this hand by grabbing the pant leg, and I straighten out my arm. Prevents the leg from straightening out by having a stiff arm. From here, then I bridge, preventing the S mount reposition by having a stiff arm and the leg coming up to the escape. Again, not much to the move, but it's worth a whole lot when people keep on repositioning to S mount to counter your bridge and roll or your elbow knee escape. You still trap that arm, adjust your outside arm to the pant leg, stiff arm to prevent the leg from coming, give it a bridge. You roll out, you prevent the S mount, and you're out. So my partner's been going to S mount countering my escapes. So now I use the stiff arm over here and I bridge and roll. If they now want to counter the bridge and roll so far that they're too heavy on my opposite side, so if they lean back and most of their weight is on the other side and you realize, well, this is not going to work, all their weight is on this side, guess what, guys? If I'm over here, this can easily now come to half guard. And then with the arm halfway through and their weight here, you could potentially be kicking out for a back take. So once again, in addition to the stiff arm preventing the S mount, if they feel they need to lean over to really counter the bridge and roll, and if I've got my stiff arm and there's so much, there's no way I'm going to get the bridge and roll, I already feel it, then with the stiff arm assistance and most of their weight on here, I go ahead I lift the leg as I go for the elbow knee escape, and then I try to go for the back take. I do my traditional mount escapes and the transition to S mount to counter my escapes could be frustrating sometimes. So instead of trapping the arm, if they're giving me this gift, I go ahead and trap it, but I make an adjustment to grabbing the pant leg and using a stiff arm so they cannot go to S mount. If they want to shut down my bridge and roll, they lean over this way. If they're leaning over this way, their body weight is over this way, and then they're so light to replace the guard.
If they're realizing that's what I'm up, they may readjust to be heavy on this leg. Well, guess what? Then I go back to plan A, which is then just the bridge and roll. The idea is that they decide which one I go. Do I go A or do I go B in the stiff arm series? Guys, this is just in addition to all your mount escapes. When they go to transition to S mount to counter you, could be frustrating. You use that stiff arm series on that pant leg, and then you either have A or B. You go to bridge and rolls to prevent the S mount. If they lean away, you replace the guard. If they realize that's what you're gonna do and they come back to the center, then you go back to the bridge and roll. The person on top cannot shut down 1 and 2 at the same time. They can't shut down A or B. So if they tell you which one to do, you gotta feel it and go from there. So I hope you got something out of it, and I look forward to seeing you in the mat soon.